Hey everyone, and welcome to another devlog video about the language learning app I'm building in Unity. It's been quite a while since my last video, and well, I've got a bunch of things to catch up on, so let's get into it. Besides a rather large code refactor, I have made some visual changes. Immediately after getting more characters into the app, I found spawning to be kind of broken. Sometimes they would spawn on top of each other or just too close in general. To fix the issue, I decided to stop the characters from moving while on screen. Then I focused on improving the spacing between the characters, and I ended up using a technique called Poisson disk sampling, which removed the spacing issues. The spawning isn't perfect, but it's certainly an improvement. I ended up changing the trace screen design a little as well. I removed the circular background and tweaked the colors. I also added in the stroke directions, which actually worked out really well. It had a lot of impact on the usability of the feature. Before I talk about the new games I added, let's talk about how I redesigned the progression system. Previously, the app was built around a traditional progress system you would see in a video game. Complete something, you get a small amount of experience points, and if you get enough experience points, you increase your level. And honestly, playing through the app, even with the little amount of content I had, it just felt slow. It wasn't satisfying. After tracing a character and going to the progress screen, it wasn't easy to see if I made any progress. I mean, did that line actually grow? Like only a few pixels maybe? I ended up coming up with an idea one night while I was playing some video games. The idea was to replace the continuous bars with a small number of distinct steps. Now each time you complete a small game or activity, you fill in one of those squares. Once you complete all three, you can reach a new level or milestone for that particular language item. On paper I really liked the idea, so I ended up ripping out the old code and redoing the visuals. I think this new system is a great improvement over the previous one. It's easier to tell you've made progress, and I'm motivated to keep playing because I really want to fill in each one of those squares. Alright, on to the new game types. After coming up with a bunch of ideas, it got me thinking more about the player's journey and at what stage they are introduced to new content. So I decided to implement this basic guessing game, a common game in many language apps. I built it in two varieties, one with 2 options and one with 4 options. I feel like reducing the number of options down to 2 really lowers the intimidation bar when learning new characters, or just new language items in general. As players get more confident, I can introduce a 4 option game, and the difficulty curve wouldn't feel so harsh, I hope. The last addition was implementing multiple languages. For testing purposes, I wanted a language I'm not familiar with to see how beginner-friendly features are. So I added in Bulgarian, which is my partner's native language, which admittedly I'm still very much a beginner at. And that's where I'm at. The next things I'm thinking of adding is maybe a challenges and rewards system, and possibly some more game types. So be sure to stick around and catch that next video when it comes out. Thanks for watching. See ya.